In 2007, I understand both the kingdom and a number of the larger businesses on the island got together and said, we have a gap. And that gap is in preparing our young people for the opportunities we see in the business, and making sure that the educational opportunities provided to people best matched the company's ability to help the kingdom close those gaps. So I believe Polytechnic was founded on the basis of bringing the curriculum to provide the future resources for employers like BAPCO together with the school system to better meet those demands. We've supported the program from the beginning by being advisors to the curriculum that was put together. We wanted to make sure that the skills that were being taught to young people translated well into our workforce. We've had a number of students come through, whether those are through work experience programs or curriculums that they've been involved in. And the experience we've had with Polytechnic students are that they're well prepared, they're competent, and this has led, as you might hope and expect, to some actually joining BAPCO.
I believe that Bahrain Polytechnic is one of the best things has happened to Bahrain. It's a university that the graduates of which are very close to the industry and very close to the marketplace. And this is one of the advantages that Bahrain Polytechnic holds over all the other higher education institutions.
Well, let's first start with the Polytechnic itself. The Polytechnic is here now for 8 years and they have developed a fantastic curriculum. It is a very good mix of as well theoretical knowledge as a practical connection to the industry itself. So that is very important for Bahrain, for the industry in Bahrain, but also of course for the students and graduates. And having a look at the graduates themselves, they are fantastic. They're eager, they're young, they bring a lot of positive energy to a company, and we as APM Terminals in the port have already benefited a lot of those young, enthusiastic graduates. So that's how I look at as well the Polytechnic as the graduates of the Polytechnic.
We were very pleased with the quality of the students that we had from the Polytechnic, basically because it was not only the academics, but also the applied function of their study. I believe they came in very well prepared. It takes both ways, and we gave them a very interesting and challenging things to do, motivated them, and I think they produced goods which were also helpful for our company.
When you look at the Vision 2030, it is stated that development of the educational system is a very important cornerstone of materializing the vision itself. And of course, the Polytechnic is part of the educational system. And because of the uniqueness of the curriculum of the Polytechnic, there's a big added value. As well, the theoretical base as the practical knowledge that's being provided to the students, that is of huge value to the students itself, but also to the industry, and therefore also to materialize the Vision 2030. Because as you know, the Vision 2030 is looking into upgrading the workforce, bringing a higher level of skill and education to Bahrainis, to enable them, to empower them to take higher positions in companies. So that is of huge importance when you look at the Polytechnic itself and the role it plays in reaching the Vision 2030.
We have at GPIC trained and recruited and worked with Bahrain Polytechnic. And I can say very proudly that the graduates of Bahrain Polytechnic should be very confident and very proud of their achievements and of the certificates that they have gained during the past 8 years. Because we regard today Bahrain Polytechnic's graduates as the best graduates that we could get in the industry. And this is without any exaggeration. We have recruited a number of Bahrain Polytechnic graduates, and they have excelled in performing as an employee at GPIC, and I am sure also at other industries and other institutions.
The most important thing from the industry is to participate in shaping up the students. And this will happen by increasing the internship programs within the industry itself. It will be a shame that we see a student who wants to go into internship and not being taken by any of the businesses in Bahrain. Number two, industry need to take this matter, the internship better as serious as they can, should put a detailed program for the students, and should ensure that once the students graduate from the 4 months period, they have added lots of information, knowledge, and values to them. It's not a matter of spending a few weeks or a few months on business. The issue is how much I, as business and as industry, will share knowledge to the student, because he have to leave the office with different knowledge than he came in.
Yeah, I think it's very important to ensure that the curriculum matches the skill sets that we need. The world of work is changing, and we want to make sure that we stay close enough to educational institutions like the Polytechnic by being very transparent about the kind of skills we need and the types of people we need to help us be successful in the world of work that we see in the future. So my strong advice is keep us engaged in monitoring the curriculum. Let's make sure we partner by putting more work experience programs in place. We'll continue to support that. One of the benefits we get is we have an opportunity to sort of test drive some of the young people we bring on board to see whether we have a good match between their ambitions and ours. And if we do, we hire them.
Go find your job and never stop learning and educating yourself. The first degree will only put you at the beginning of the ladder. To grow up, to be seen that the person you add value, please don't stop here. Go immediately to gain your second degree.
Primarily, congratulations. You have achieved a lot. However, this is only your first step, and there's a lot to achieve, and there's a lot for you out there. The sky is the limit.
We congratulate the graduates of Bahrain Polytechnic for really achieving an outstanding period in which they have been at Bahrain Polytechnics. And now, of course, the challenge starts going to the workplace, but I can assure you that every graduate of Bahrain Polytechnic will have an advantage over their peers of other graduates from other universities. Of course, they have to utilize the knowledge that they have gained both at Bahrain Polytechnic as well as during their industrial period with the industry.
We live in an exciting world. I just got done saying that the world of work is changing. So work for you young people will be different than work was for me when I entered the workforce nearly 40 years ago. My advice to young people is be optimistic, but also be open to opportunities. When I think back on my own career, I can recall in 40 years of work that I applied for one job. That was my first job. Ever since then, jobs have found me. So I've been open to the opportunities that have come my way, and that's the guidance I would provide young people. I would suggest it's important to be optimistic, resilient, because the world is challenging. I think you need to be disciplined in your work, and I think you need to show employers that you're committed. So when opportunities come, yes, test them against the ambitions you have for yourself, but be open, because you're never sure where those opportunities are going to lead. And the world of work will yield many careers for young people. That would be my advice.
My message to the graduates of 2015-2016 is, of course, first of all, congratulations. You have worked hard for quite some time and you've achieved it. You will get your graduation in a short time. So that's a wonderful achievement in itself. However, it is just starting now. So I would say to you, go to your companies, try to get a good job there. Try to connect as quickly as possible, as I know that you actually can. Use your skills that you've learned. Use your energy, your enthusiasm. Be a change agent and make sure that you'll add a value to that company. I know you can. I've seen a lot of you when I was doing some lectures for the Polytechnic as well, and I've seen a lot of positive people and a lot of positive thinking people. So once again, congratulations. Go out there, show yourself, be proud of yourself, what you have achieved, and be an ambassador for the Polytechnic. So enjoy and all the best.